So a lot of people have asked me to do a nail application video, demonstration video, and clearly I need to redo my nails because I've been hard on them, and I am going to show you how I take off the old nails and then how I put on new ones. And these are all what are known as like press-ons or glue-on. They come in sets. However, I currently just have a big box of spares, all my different glues and files and nails. So what I'm going to do is actually make some kind of mismatch sets, kind of like this one that I use, like golds and pinks and teals. So I'm going to go ahead and take these off. What I do is I get a bigger nail and then just go ahead and take the corner of it and slide it underneath to get this nail off. So you can kind of see how that works. And then also do it on the other side. I'm actually gonna have to press it down on the, hold it down on the table a little bit. So basically, you are just wanting to get under both sides of that nail to get that nail off. Do the same with all of your other nails. Slide a nail underneath to get them off. And it doesn't matter if this one breaks. This is actually kind of this is one I've used before to get nails off, so it's kind of on its last little leg because you will actually use it up. It will kind of start to tear in this process, so you kind of want to use a nail that you are not going to want to actually use for putting on. So with this method, it usually lasts about a month on my nails. You see this one, all the little gems have come off of that nail. I'm gonna grab a new one. This one needs a little bit more force. So pop, and one more in this hand, and then we're gonna take all the other nails off on the other hand too. Once again, we're just sliding that nail up under this one, and you can peel it off and then go on the other side and slide it under and peel that off. So I'm gonna do it on the other hand too, real quickly. And then so after you take off all of those nails, you're going to just sweep them up into your hand and go ahead and throw those away. So then you're going to clip your nails because obviously there's a lot of grow out after 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how long you've had those on. And I like to clip my nails pretty short, like right up to the base, just because that way you can get a good adhesion on that whole nail bed and you don't have a nail like hanging over. If you have like longer nails and then you adhere the glue to those longer nails, sometimes they can tear, and then that can be painful to get off, to get the nails off. So you just want to go ahead and clip your nails pretty close to the nail bed all the way around. And then we're going to file those down. This is one of the most important things for getting that glue to really adhere well, is we're going to file that nail bed. So you're going to file all that nail glue, any kind of texture that's on your nail that's going to mess up a really good glue adhesion. You want to file that off. At this point, you also want to clip any excess skin at your cuticles, any kind of hangnails. Clip the skin on the sides of your nail too, just to make sure that all of that old stuff is off. And then these little things come in the nail kits. They're little wooden things. And so what I do is I take that and just push the cuticle back with that. And all around the edges as well. And then you might need to also clip a little bit of additional like extra skin. So it should look like that. It should be nice and flat, super smooth. You want to make sure that it's super, super smooth all the way around on that nail. No ridges. If you have any ridges on your nails, the glue is not going to hold as well. So then you want to go ahead and find a nail that is, in this case, this is the biggest nail that you're going to need for your thumb. So you always want to try the nail on to make sure it fits before applying. And then we get our glue. This is the pink glue, and it's going to be really easy to squeeze out. So we're going to go ahead and put a decent amount of that glue. Now you don't want to put so much that it squeezes out of the sides, but you also don't want to put too little. So that's about how much I put. Nice amount. And then I'm going to put that nail on, and I'm going to press it down. Now you can see that it's squeezing out on the side a little bit. So I'm going to wipe that off just on a towel. If it does squeeze out the side, you just like wipe it off like that, and then go back to holding it down. And you'll hold it down for a while. I just hold it down until I feel like it's really solidly glued down, but you can hold it down for like maybe 60 seconds or so if you want to actually time it. You get a really good adhesion. This is what's going to make this last for a month. And trust me, this whole process, it seems like you're waiting a lot while you let the glue dry, but in the end, it's so much quicker than getting a manicure at a salon. So that feels like it's pretty well adhered. And you can see that it looks nice. And also, because the nail is clipped short underneath, you don't have any nail up under that nail. However, there is a little ridge at the very tip of the nail that you're going to need to file off. So once the glue is nicely dry, just very carefully, gently kind of file off that little ridge right there, and then you're done with that nail. Now this is like a matte, almost burgundy type of nail. I wait to oil my cuticles until all my nails are done. So what we're going to do is we're going to repeat that process with the next nail. Filing is the first step. File it down really well, all the way around, all the edges. Again, these are little files that come with the nail kits that you can get at either Rite Aid or Walgreens or CVS or any pharmacy. You can even get them at some grocery stores. You can get them on Amazon for everybody ordering stuff online right now. So you file that down really well. Second step, you can take your cuticle pusher, go all the way around. Third step, you can clip. Make sure that you get all that excess nail glue from the old nails, get all the excess skin, and then we're gonna file it again just to get it extra smooth. Super important part of the process. This also creates a textured surface, a more rough surface on your nail, which is going to grab the glue a lot better than if your nail had a like oiled surface or something like that, you know, like a surface that wasn't sanded. So you want to make sure to, even in wood working, like you sand the wood and then you put the wood glue on, you may want to make sure that the wood is porous to the glue. So if you're making your nail a little bit porous to the glue so that it holds. Okay, once that's good and filed, we're going to find another nail. And like I said, I'm just kind of creating a random set. So this one is like, this is from a different set. It's kind of sparkly. And we're gonna, again, put a nice amount of glue, but not too much on that nail bed. And then position the nail and hold it down long enough to make sure that that glue really sticks, really holds. So again, more waiting. And then after I get done with this one, I will go ahead and speed it up for you so that you can just see the finished process. So sanding or filing the nails, then pushing the cuticles back and the edges all the way around, then clipping, cleaning all that up, and then filing again, and then glue, and then nail, and then hold. And then after it's secured, then you're going to want to file the tip of it, because the tips always have like a little ridge on them. And then you know, do that with all of your nails, and at the very end you can file any edges that need to be filed and shape them. And then very gently we're going to oil cuticles, and we're going to wait a little bit longer, and then finally wash our hands. So you want to wait to wash your hands after this process. You want to wait a little bit because you don't want to submerge these nails in water before the glue is fully set and fully dried. Either not filing adequately enough, not submerging, or submerging in water, oiling your cuticles too soon. All of those things can make the glue not stick, and so that's what makes your nails pop off. If you have problems with nails actually coming off or coming unglued, then that's probably what's happening, is that you haven't gotten a good adhesion. So you've got 2 down and 3 more to go on this hand, and then we're going to do the other hand too. And I will show you that process. Then we'll see what the final steps of oiling the cuticles and all of that. So cheap manicure at home. So this is the finished product, the nails, and that's that hand. Here's this hand. And then what I do is go ahead and spray on some alcohol. So I have just straight rubbing alcohol in here, and I just go ahead and spray it on just to kind of solidify everything, and also to kind of be a disinfectant. Alcohol, though, is really drying. And then I take some oil. I'm actually using the Amorous oil, which is an argan oil serum, and I just put some on my finger. You don't want it to get under the nail, but just kind of put some on your fingertips and then rub it around, because you don't want to soak those nails in oil, because they are not acrylic nails. They're adhered, of course, with glue, so you don't want oil to get under the nail bed. So you just kind of massage that in around the nails. And there you have a very nice looking manicure that looks professional, even though you can buy these sets of nails for like $7.99. Sometimes I even get them on sale for like $5.99. And I used this set. This set is a separate set, which I did the pinky nails that same color, and then the thumbs and fourth fingers I did in this kind of mauve. So I used some different sets to kind of like make some nail sets, because I have not been to a pharmacy in a while and I'm just making use of my at-home collection of all of these different kinds. I have more pinkish ones, I have some bluish ones, I have some of those teal ones that I used last time. So I have just different leftovers, because the sets actually come with more than 10 in each set, so you end up with a lot of leftover nails after you do your nails. So this is how I do my press-ons, and again, these should last for a month. If you do a lot of wear and tear on your nails, sometimes you do have to replace one here or there, but it just feels so good to have fresh nails, even if you're in quarantine. So check out the process, and you can again order some on Amazon. I like Kiss is the nail brand that I prefer, because it comes with the pink glue, and I really like the pink glue, this nail file, this cuticle pusher, and then all you really need in addition to those things is going to be a fingernail clipper. And yeah, you should be good to go. A little bit of alcohol and a little bit of nail oil. You can even use olive oil in a pinch. And if you don't have alcohol on hand, you can just use like a baby wipe to kind of like wipe off all of that dust. And you're gonna want to, again, let your hands and nails dry for at least 30 minutes before you submerge them in water to actually wash them. So don't dunk your hands in water right away. You've disinfected with the alcohol. You can do that again if you want to after the oil, to make sure that your hands are disinfected, or you can use hand sanitizer, but just don't dunk your nails in water or wash dishes or take a bath until at least 30 minutes after you have glued those nails on. And these nails are nice and thin. They are a lot thinner than acrylics in terms of just the actual nail itself. So that's why I prefer to use these to acrylics anyway. Not only are they cheaper, $7.99 versus a manicure being $35-40, but they also like work really well with braiding. So I can use these nails as to part the hair for like cornrows and that kind of thing. I'm not really braiding right now, obviously, because of quarantine, but that's what got me into using these nails. And then also for purposes of economics, like I said, they're cheaper, they're thinner, they're easy to replace. If I break one, I can just go get another one and fix it myself instead of having to make an appointment to fix the nail. The other advantages are, like I said, if you just save up all your extra nails from your sets, then eventually you will have free nails basically that you can just make new sets with when you can't get to the store, like in quarantine. So it's always good to know how to do your own stuff, whether it's nails, hair. I don't really know how to do my own eyebrows, but I've just been tweezing them because of quarantine. Like I'm not able to get them threaded, so I'm just doing a little tweezing to keep them basically cleaned up. Of course, doing your own hair is helpful as well, which I do. This is actually crochet hair that I just up in a ponytail today. But yeah, so being able to do your own stuff, there are advantages to that, especially in times like these. But even when quarantine wears off, when we go back to our normal business, it still does save money. And when it comes to these nails, like if I actually braid my hair with my natural nails, the synthetic braid hair will cut my natural nails, like it'll cut into it, which is really painful. So I can't really have just natural nails. But at the same time, the acrylic nails are too thick. Even if I get them filed down to where they're as thin as they can be and still, you know, hold their shape. So these ones are not acrylic, they're synthetic, they're plastic, but they're hard enough, they're thin enough, and they're cheap enough. So it's what works for me. So do what works for you. And they come in all kinds of lengths. They come in long length, short length, medium length. These are all medium length because that's the length that I prefer for braiding and for doing art and all the work that I do, because I can feel my finger tips as well as the fingernail. I can use both. The longer length, pretty much all you're going to have is the actual fingernail. You can't really get to your fingertips as much. They're super cute. I like longer nails, but they're just not practical for what I do as a mom, as an artist, and a braider. So once again, do what works for you. Enjoy, have fun, and you can you can paint these, you can put glitter on them, you can do all the rhinestones and everything else that you can do on other nails. And in fact, some of the nails actually even come with like rhinestones already on them. So you can do that, or glitter, as in this set, like already on them. So yeah, enjoy. I hope this little tutorial helps. Let me know if you have any questions. By the way, you probably saw Franklin cooking in the background. So this is what he made. He's learning how to, this is basically like schooling right now at home is home ec. So he made his own omelet and bacon. So these are the finished nails, once again, just in photo form instead of all the videos of everything moving around, so you can see them a little bit more up close. And, you know, I think it's kind of a cute set, even though these nails didn't come together as far as the colors go. But it works for me, and I hope that whatever you do, just do what works for you and be happy. And let me know if you have any questions or comments. I've also had some good luck with Broadway as a nail brand, but I haven't seen them around in a while in the stores around here. So Kiss has been my go-to for brands. But yeah, just do your own nails at home until everything opens back up in 30 days or however long this is going to be. We're all hunkered down, but we can still be cute, right?